Folks, how's it going? I'm doing a very fast review here for Cats. I actually am like running out the door here to do Christmas stuff, very busy, but I had to go out and see Cats. It's something where I remember seeing the trailers for it and I thought, okay, you know, this this looks really weird. It looks insane, but it might be a good kind of weird. And I also thought that maybe I shouldn't review this because it's not technically full-on animation, but then I thought, okay, as we all know, this is a bit on brand for my channel, so why the hell not? So, yes, Cats, oh my god, I saw all the reviews and how folks are saying it is looking into the eye of terror and of Uncanny Valley, and that's so true. So, I went to go see the movie. I was by myself. There were like 4 other folks in the back of the theater. And when the movie started, I immediately felt this uneasy tension in my body. And I started to nervously laugh. And that's not a joke. I was sitting there laughing to myself for like the first half of the movie, just from how bizarre it was. So remember that one film I reviewed called Let's Go Ape? It reminds me a bit of that in the movement and the way that the bodies look with their fur. Even though some of these characters are cats who have fur, but are also wearing fur coats. Okay. I also had a problem where the music, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just bad at this, but I couldn't really understand the words. Like the first few songs, I'm trying so hard to like listen to the lyrics, but I kept getting lost. I don't know, maybe it's me. Then you got the characters and the way they actually look, where it's like this weird, like anthropomorphic, half human, half cat thing going on. They got their ears and their tails and their furry bodies. And though there were some real weird visual errors in this movie where you'll see like things not really sync up visually, like some of the characters are missing parts of their body. I know it sounds weird. I'll have to like find a reel and like highlight it and circle it, or the way the faces don't really stick properly. I don't know, there were just some moments where it just seemed off. The visual effects were off. I know that there was this thing about how they're gonna take the movie and update it and release a better version of it, which sounds just ludicrous. It's like, what are you talking about? It's a movie, it's out there. You can't just take it back. What do you think you are, Sonic? So the characters, you got Rebel Wilson's in there, Ian McKellen. When I saw Ian McKellen as a cat, I went out loud to myself. I said, what did they do to Gandalf? I wasn't out loud shout that in the theater, but I, out loud thought it in my head. Because it was like, Gandalf, what happened to you? What did the One Ring of Power corrupt you? Why are you furry? And then you've got just this ensemble of very weird, like weird characters, and Idris Elba with his cat meow disappearing powers. And it's just so weird. This movie's weird. I felt like this uncomfortable tension, but it was never at the point where I thought the movie was necessarily bad. It's just weird. And I guess bad, and okay, so there are parts where I guess you can call it bad, where I'm not sure what they're trying to do in certain parts, where it's like, what story are we trying to tell here? You're just doing a roll call where it's like, here's this cat, there's that cat, here's this cat. And then we get to the Jellicle Ball, I suppose. I don't know, it's so weird. But out of all of the things that bothered me, the mice, oh my gosh, those guys were Uncanny Valley as hell. Like, it reminded me so much of like the faces of Tweedledee and Tweedledum from like the Alice in Wonderland remakes or the live action versions of them, and super uncanny. I was just kind of like, I was put off. I was like, it repulsed me. I thought it was disgusting looking with these little kid faces over these little plump mice bodies. Ugh, no thank you. And honest to God, I wish I can go more into it, but I have to like run right now. But maybe I can double back on this topic in the future. But for what it's worth, I see this movie, again, not necessarily as, it's not like straight up garbage. Like, oh wow, this is a very awful movie and it's unbearable. This movie is and I've heard other folks throw this word around. It's an experience. This film is like a rite of passage into the realm of madness that is movie theaters, or that is cinema. And I don't even know how this movie got approved. I'm not sure how it came about because it is so off the wall crazy. But here we are. There it is, and the film is not doing so hot with critics, and I think it's got like a 60% with audiences. So I guess audiences are a bit more receptive to it. I don't know. I guess there's more furries than audiences. Actually, let's address the elephant in the room here. I recall when the trailer for Cats came out, people were like, well, furries, what do you have to say about this? And the furries are like, we don't even like this either. Like, no one likes this. And I think it's pretty great. It's like this monstrosity that was created by Hollywood, and nobody was like, what are you doing? Nobody's like really on board with it. I guess except for some audiences. I don't know. Conflicted. I suppose that's the main word I would walk away from, or walk away with, or say about this movie. All right, that's all I have to say for now. Bye.